Welcome to the Hutts Hangout. Grab your blasters and blue milk because we're about to deep dive into the game where Hutts rule and three scoundrels rule. On this episode, we have Womprat, the Berm, and myself as your mic. I guess we should probably address the issue from last week. I think I forgot to give you guys the keys when I hopped on my plane, right? So no one got in into the palace last weekend.
Well, we just had
Yeah,
we had some just I don't know, like scheduling issues. Like Wompat was busy. I was like, all right, well,
yeah.
cool.
No, I was making a joke that I'd
Like,
left the keys and you guys couldn't get in. That I kept the keys with me on
yeah,
my trip.
Oh,
yeah. The thing with it all is like we were having technical issues, and a couple of us still are. We've still got technical issues going on in the background.
As Burma is
The
currently
difference
frozen.
is like, yeah,
yeah.
as he's currently
What just
frozen quite happily, drinking his coffee there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of those where it's like there's loads of little technical issues going on at the moment. Otherwise, we would have done it. But combine them with everything else, I do apologize that we weren't able to stream last week. We weren't able to go through all the news. There is news, there is bits to talk about, but the most important bit that we're going to get to talk about today is the kit that comes out on
Tuesday.
Tuesday. So, what, 2 days from now?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about. So, yeah,
He's back. It's
right,
just two of him now,
we're
currently.
back. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Can I get
I don't
rid
know
of
what's
one?
going
What's
on
going on
there.
with the burn,
We're
guys?
good. We're good. It figured itself out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just kind of was like, do you want to wait for Zoom? Um, what?
Oh,
Um.
and
Yeah. I
there's
think.
me. Just my coffee doesn't break the screen. Yours obviously does.
Well, I was trying to do my TV stuff in the background, and I just am gonna have to wait, I guess.
And see, this
I
is
should have
why.
restarted my computer before we started.
Exactly. This is why I restart every single day, every single time for the podcast, just in case. And yeah, it hasn't gone wrong so far. Um,
Oh,
yeah, I guess. So how have you guys been in the last fortnight? Not just a week. Have you been, Boom?
oh man, things have been going good. Stream's been going well. The game's been going well. I got the Bones account officially moved over to me. I tried logging in like with the credentials he gave me. It just takes you to a new account, so that just
Oh
doesn't
shit!
exist anymore. Um, yeah, no, so it's much simpler than you would think as well. So if anybody needs help with that, let me know. And then yeah, no, everything's been going good. We just did Thanksgiving yesterday.
Yep.
Um, good times,
Because
good
that's
times.
I
Yeah,
I actually forgot.
actually we got or 2 days ago. Sorry, it was 2 days ago, and I got Christmas. We got Christmas set up yesterday. That's what it was.
Okay. I had my first family Christmas lunch thing today. Actually, like 12 hours ago, I would have been sitting eating slash drinking. So yeah, I'm a little bit. I had an afternoon nap, so I'm good to go. A little bit of a post lunch coma, food coma situation going on. So yeah, have you been, Womp Rat?
Uh, PC broke, lost the kitten. That really fucked with my head for a while. Um, then find out the blood flow into my feet is severely diminished, and they are highly concerned. There's medical stuff in the background that they're now having to be very careful with. And they've basically said that the next year and a half, I've got to have regular scans, regular blood tests, regular list of things. And the reason I am so tired this morning is I was at a hotel last night. A couple of people may have known because I was on Scribe's chat. We're having a laugh. I wasn't going to be in there. I couldn't sleep. The hotel was freaking deadly quiet. But basically, the be all and end all of it is they checked all the muscle in my legs. That's deteriorating at a quicker rate than usual. There's very limited blood flow to my feet, which is like, yeah, okay, no, now you're giving warning signs, and they've also said I'm high risk of diabetes. So it's like, yay, just what I wanted to hear. Just what I wanted to hear. So it's like, yay, all the medical testing under the sun for the next year and for the rest of my life.
That's
So it's like,
yeah.
It does suck, yeah.
but the upside to all this, the upside to it all is when I go away, I get to go to a military retreat place to be tested.
Okay.
And you'd think, okay, why is that an upside?
I was wondering
Holy
that too.
shit. All you can eat breakfast, a spa that is literally a proper accessible spa. So, like, if I wanted to go in a hot tub, there is a lift to put me into the hot tub.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Everything is completely accessible. It's like, oh. Also, all you can drink, all you can eat all day and all night.
Okay.
That's
I can see the
nice.
upside now. I can see the
Yeah.
upside. Yeah.
That's like I
When
don't
you
like
say
So,
military, when you say military medical stuff, my brain is like, that's not good.
no. Like, when you're in service, that is not good. But this place is classed as a recovery retreat, which is
Okay.
basically get to be an alcoholic and recover, which kind of doesn't go hand in hand.
Well, no, it
Alcoholic,
does, right?
recover.
So what it is you're recovering your body so that by drinking a lot, right? Oh yeah. And then later on you have to go recover your mind from all the drinking that you did previously. So it's like a constant system where they keep you coming back for more.
Yep.
Well, so I can go there every 6 months for free. They cover the rail fare there and back. They cover the stay, and they basically already booked me in for when my next set of tests are due. So it's like, cool. The only downside is I have to agree to physio when I'm there, which, okay, I get it. But when the physio is literally going, and let's bend your leg, I can't feel it. But when you can hear crunching, you know that is not good.
Oh. All right.
Yeah.
Honestly,
So yeah, it was funny.
it sounds like a cruise. So I don't like being on boats too much, but you just described a cruise. You get up, there's food made for you. You can go and get a drink at any of the bars. They have like 1 hour downtime between breakfast and lunch. And then there's like 1 hour downtime between lunch and dinner. Yeah. There's all those sort of like the pools and all
Right.
that sort of stuff, but yeah.
So 90% of the day when you're there is not structured. So you can do what the fuck you want. You don't have to eat at set times. It serves breakfast from 6 a.m. till I think it's 10 a.m. Then it starts doing lunch straight after. Then it does lunch till like I think it's 4 or 5 in the afternoon. And then it goes over to tea until like 10 p.m. So you stick to your usual eating patterns. You don't have to
Yeah.
adjust. The only thing they say is you must do a 1 hour physio session each day whilst you're there. Now, my 1 hour physio session, I went, I'll have it before my breakfast, got it done, got it dusted, went and had breakfast.
Yeah.
And it was like, thank fuck that's out of the way.
That's
And
good.
then I spent all yesterday morning sat in a hot tub. Really nice. So yeah, I am kind of looking forward to it, the next one, but it's like it's lymphocytes and diabetes testing and all that lot that I'm having to go for that I don't look forward to. Because although I've got a lot of tattoos, I don't like needles.
Fair enough.
So
well, it's a little different. It's a little different. So
yeah, only a little bit. The jabbing in, stealing blood, the bloody vampires. I'm sure of it. And yeah,
well, one of them is very dependent on the nurse you get. Because when I had cancer, it was I had to get my blood taken all the time, and it was very dependent on who you got. Very dependent. So it was like sometimes it was the most painful thing I've ever done, and then other times it was fine.
so there is nurses there, and most of the nurses are ex-military nurses. Now, as people will know, military nurses are not the best. In fact, military medics are not the best because it's like, oh, we need to give you this. Jab, don't give a shit, have it. It's just you take it how it comes. However, they have then gone away, got all the nurse qualifications outside of it. Holy shit, they're the gentlest buggers on the planet. Like, I was just sat there on yesterday morning and they came over whilst I was in the hot tub, just chilled out for a little bit and went, oh, by the way, we're just taking your blood. They stole it from my arm. I didn't feel a fucking thing.
Huh.
And it was like, okay, that's how this place works. Cool. And it's just like, yeah, if we need this, we'll just come and let you know that we need this. And he's like, okay, cool. That's fine by me. But gentlest bastards on the planet, and you wouldn't expect it because the guy was probably twice the size of Mike and me put together and built like a human tank. And yet he's just stolen blood that I didn't even feel.
The doctor I've had the same
the type
doctor.
of guy you.
I've had the same doctor since I was like probably 5 or 6. Like he's just like a family doctor that we've always seen. So whenever he gives like an injection or whatever, he'll like have it ready and he'll flick you, and then put the injection in. So you think that it's actually his flick, and I don't know. Just ever since I've never really had. I don't like getting them, but I haven't got like a, like, you know how some people have got a real fear of needles and that? Yeah. As now I'm older, right? He just puts it in because I guess he expects me to not be worried about it. But I see him do it with my kids now, and I'm like, yeah, I remember that. Just, yeah.
I think my fear of needles comes from whilst I was military and waking up back in the UK. That moment where you've got multiple things keeping you going and being told, oh yeah, you've woken up after 2 weeks. Yeah, I didn't like it. And since then, I just don't do needles. It's like, yes, I've given EpiPens to people. Yes, I've given morphine to people since. Yes, I've used needles to inject people. Fuck, no, keep them away from me. Just no.
Yeah.
But yeah, one of those.
All right.
Like, I'm kind of looking forward to it, even though it's shit news. So,
should we try and do something with this, with the news? Get into some stuff.
I guess.
Should we fly through all the itty bitty news before the kit?
I don't mind.
Because there is a load of its and bits, and yeah. Right, let's go through the its and bits then.
All right.
So, Jocasta New is bugged. For those that don't know, basically, you can continue to throw a gun
rifle
constantly. It will bug your game, and you will just basically have a no animation, here's damage. And it's longer than her animated scenes. They are aware of it. It is on the board to be repaired. They have said it will be when they're back from the holiday season, which will be January. So do not expect to fix this Tuesday. It will be beyond that. It will be
other than it being an animation thing, though. I mean, it's really not that big of a deal. So other than the fact that Jocasta doesn't die, so
yeah,
like,
it's been good for the raid.
It's also
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't.
It takes It's just that it takes, I think it's like 2 seconds longer than any of her animations.
Yeah,
Because
so
it's bugged out
that'd mess you up in possibly
in GAC.
Conquest or GAC. Conquest it could, just don't use her in Conquest. If it's gonna be a long battle where you might run out of time. But
Yeah.
yeah.
The other issue, they had a Datacron issue where it was to the wrong relic levels. That is already been semi-resolved. There is still a little bit of a bug with it. They've already said that the next update fixes it. So we've just got to wait for that. That will come out. We'll go into GAC and we'll be fine.
10th of December.
What was the other one? So grab this for a sec. We've got Forlorn has gone into Chromium packs. Last call for the fundraising stuff for the Extra Life charity event. We've had the triple drops. Harrison Dula is now accelerated, and then a little bits like Brutus is kept his bounty thing hidden. Don't care. Tenacity up, beam foot sorted. All little bits. All little bits. The update for the Colosseum has made it better. Still shit. And one of those. So loads of little updates, loads of little bits and pieces. Honestly, lots of nice improvement. Nice improvement.
Yeah, the
we-
Colosseum was
Still
a
a
nice
list.
Yeah,
the
can we talk
Colosseum was a
about the
nice
Colosseum one?
yeah, it was a nice that was a
Yes,
nice
100%.
update. That was really good on their part as well to not just to realize obviously -1 isn't a good thing, but
Yeah.
a quality of life update for the general community and not just the whales being affected at the end game. If anybody hasn't noticed, you can now go significantly higher in the tiers than you were able to when it originally came out. So you're doing more damage, which essentially is giving you more material so you can upgrade your guys a little bit farther.
I was
Yeah.
stuck at level 15.
So
Or no. I could do level 2. I don't know, maybe it was like 20. I spent a little bit of gems on it, but I just got to that spot and needed to finish 100% to get the next material to upgrade, and I was getting like 2%. I'm like, I need to wait now until the next character, but which I was happy to do, but I think they made it a little bit easier, and now I think I'm up to like 27 or 28 or something now, so I can sort of see what they're trying to do to get us to, what is it, level 65 for free to play?
Did you
yeah.
you didn't buy any packs and you're at level 27?
I bought the ones with
he-
gems for...
But you didn't buy the pay pack.
I have
You must
bought
have better
2 of the
RNG than
pay
me.
packs. I have bought 2 of the pay packs for the $5, and that's it. So I've spent $10. I'm at level 28. I
Okay, I was gonna
got
say
a
I bought
little bit lucky
one.
on one of the gem pulls.
Okay, I was gonna say I bought one of the packs, the earlier level ones. I bought one of the earlier level ones, and I only got to 26. That's why I was asking, Mike.
I'll load it up and
But I
see.
also am extremely unlucky in my RNG. If you guys watch my stream, Womprad watches sometimes, you'll notice that they will just every day I just get, today was okay, but usually I get AoE'd over and over and over again, and then that's the end of it.
Like the one for myself that I've been looking at is I've been very much keeping an eye on my entire shard. Like the top 50 that I can see, I have looked at exactly where they are. There is 16 of us, all with the exact same level. It was level 25 when I was looking at it. I've got to do it again today. But we're all exactly the same, level 25. Some of us had 7 stars, some of us had 4 stars. The RNG was 11,900 points between the very top guy and the very bottom guy. And a load of us are in a chat together and we are just pressing auto. And it's like, holy shit, you can be 11,000 points difference from one extreme to the other. And it's like, what the
Well, the
actual
stars do
fuck is this
slightly
RNG?
So adding the
They don't.
stars doesn't do a
They
lot.
actually don't.
Yeah,
So what
it
it
doesn't do a
does
lot.
is it gives you the tenacity and potency. So you've got a chance of a higher dodge. That's all it's giving you. So it
Well,
gives
and you
you a
don't get
chance.
blinded depending on which one it is, because one of the bosses blinds, right? They also
Yeah.
give decreased offense or offense down. So it really helps with those things. But
Yeah.
I can tell
So
you like
it
the top like not top, but like where I'm at, I'm like 30 to 40 range. And the 30 to 40, I'd say down to like 25, we're all the same stars, we're all the same level, essentially. And the
yeah.
difference in damage just between us being the same stars, same damage, is about 4,000 damage worth of RNG. So, and I'm like, all right, I mean, if I get good RNG, I guess I catch up. If I don't get good RNG, we're just going to be stuck where we are.
Yeah.
I've made it
Like
to
the main
28,
one for
level
Yeah, that's
28.
one. How did
that's
you
where
make it
I
to
am at the
28? You
moment.
just got some, again, all that was is you got better RNG on a couple runs, which gave you those
Yep.
higher mats because I haven't, like I said, I don't remember which one it is, but in tier 3, the one I got the tier 3 on, it has the mats and I see them so that I can level my guy up and I just can't get to him because that was the
Yeah.
one where I did 5 runs and every run I got insta killed almost every run. So
I
So
got
the biggest thing for me is there's no consistency between, oh, I've done this run and I've done this other run. And like some bosses we're getting to 2, some bosses you're only getting to 3, some bosses you're going into 3 and getting to 30%. And it's like, what the actual fuck? Let us have some consistency and we'll be able to level up a bit. But there is no consistency.
I bought a few of the
So yeah,
error material cache 1, 299 gems, and it gives you the materials for levels error level 1 to 15.
1 to 15.
So I got myself up to
yep.
15 and then have done free to play basically that.
Gotcha. Like I said,
Yeah.
I bought one of the packs just to see what it would do for my account. I wasn't trying to give CJ my money, guys. I wanted to see what it was. I was like, how will this benefit if I bought one pack, how will this benefit my account versus my other accounts to see I mean, we're content creators, right? So I was like, I need to know the difference between buying a pack and not buying a pack. So
Yeah. So just to give you a little bit of a hint, because we sat and did a load of maths and we've gone through it. I'm in the process of actually doing a video on this. And this is a little bit of an insight to it. In theory, if you spent to get to, I think it's only like level 15 or 16, so you're not spending masses, it will actually boost your entire run for the whole thing. So the more you spend when the first character drops, the better off you are for the remaining characters.
okay, so if I spent
So
like I spent $5. So if I went and bought a couple packs, like let's say 2 packs of the because
yeah,
right now I'm at level 26. So if I went and bought a couple packs to get like level 30 or something, level 35 or something,
yeah,
I happen to get to because it's RNG. Um,
yeah.
if I happen to do that,
So
so that's going to benefit me throughout the entire rest of the Coliseum.
yes. So what it will do is, yes, you will not beat the people that have spent a fortune here and now just era leveling. This is against that are not buying the stops. What you will do is by the end of the era, instead of you capping out between 65 and 71, which is where we've said the maths is for near free to play. Free to play is 65, near free to play, like you've spent a little bit, puts you easily into the 71 to 75 bracket. What it will mean is, oh, you get IG 90. Instead of him capping at 15, because that's what he's going to give from his kit, there he is, speak of the devil, he will get to like 25, 26.
Oh, he's dancing.
Then the next character comes out, and it's 25, 26, suddenly becomes into the 30s. The next character comes out, and that should be 35 onwards for them all, and your previous three are already into the high 30s, are now way into the 40s, way into the 50s. So you're actually benefiting yourself long run by just focusing on the newer things.
Okay.
So I think it's a benefit to have spent a little bit on the early game now and just forgetting about it in the long run.
So I have a question in regard to that though. So we were discussing this earlier off stream. So if you didn't level up beyond let's say you didn't what star level do you need to be to go past 65?
5-star.
So you had to be 5-star to go
4-star,
past
which is what
65.
you get for free. What you get for free caps out at 65, which kind of sucks.
You actually get 3-star for free
Because
unless you get
Yeah.
lucky on your. You actually only get 3-star unless you get lucky on your pools. My little
might be
account.
4-star, gets you
Okay,
past
yeah, I
it,
was gonna
man.
say because my
I did.
little account, yeah, my little baby account, I didn't quite get to 4-star, and I was juggling my crystals. Like, do I care about getting Luke up that much? Like, this is just like any other marquee, honestly. Do I really care? So I didn't get 4-star because I used my crystals for SLKR. I thought that was more important.
Yeah. Like the main thing to take away overall is who gives a fuck about gear? Like loads of people I know have said, "Oh well, it's going to make it easier." Yes, it will make it easier. There is no lie there. It will mean the higher you can get it, the less you're going to spend on gear. So as a free-to-play player, getting to 65, only needing gear 12 shit is a benefit to your account. Bloody go and do it. For guys like me and Mike that spend, and this is the God's honest truth here, get to gear 13 and stop. Don't give a shit. Because you can, between now and when these become available, stockpile more than enough mats to take them all to Relic 9 instantly for free. So
That's what I
you
was.
spend what, $20 to guarantee you get into 75? Okay. I now go to Relic 9 for $20. Holy shit, that is more of an investment than anything else. Get fucked me going past 75. I'm going to be honest, my account will hit 75, and the day these drop, I'll be going, okay, Relic 7 on them all. Bare minimum.
Yeah, so
That's
that's
it.
what I was. I've been
Don't care.
going over this with other people, Womprad, and I am my view on this whole thing is this system isn't that much different than the system we've been interacting with the exception
Yeah.
of I was informed that apparently the journey is going to happen while the era is still going. They said in the middle,
Yes.
but that's not even possible because all the characters won't be out in the middle of the era.
So what it is when Barris drops, so second to last, more will be available at 4 stars. It'll also be available at 5 stars at that point. So you will be able to, if you've got the characters with the stars behind it and the levels to do it, you will be able to get Maul unlocked to 5-star.
Okay.
Then when Vader drops, 6-star and 7-star become available.
Oh, okay, okay. Because apparently the
So
event is going to be like you don't need Vader yet for that section of
no,
the event. Okay, that makes sense. So with all that being known, I mean, you could just wait. Just like usual, this doesn't affect the common person. And I think that's what I was trying to get at.
no.
This doesn't affect the majority of the community, this new system. If you interact with the marquee the same way you were before, get it up to 6 stars, or yeah, get it up to 5 or 6 stars, and then just get as many as
Yeah,
you can. This doesn't really affect you as much as you think it does. Like you're listening, like we're listening to a lot of the stuff we're listening to, a lot of the griping that we're listening to is from people that are in game that are insta R8ing, R9ing, stuff like that, which is not the majority of the community. It's the majority of the
yeah,
community being vocal, but it's not the majority of the community. The majority of the community goes to 4 or 5 stars on these marquees, and that's all they do anyways. Maybe they get it second. A lot of the community gets it second run or even third run. So
So
I just wanted
the
to point that
biggest
out because it's being made out to be like it's going to be this horrible thing for the game, and the only people it's really affecting are the in-game spenders, stuff like that.
Yeah. So this is the biggest part of how they've done these changes. So it means as long as you're taking part in the event, you will unlock spider legs more. Congrats, you've now got, instead of waiting for that second run, yeah, it might be fucking 4-star. Who cares? You at 4-star, yeah, you can go Relic 1. Which kind of sucks. I'm going to be honest, Relic 1 with Relic Delta is going to suck. But if you're not in things like Kyber or Erodium, so if you're lower down, having a character that's designed to go with the Conquest character designed for a team, you've got that team available and you purposely stockpile your mats knowing, okay, so I'm going to have him available, I can make him Relic 1. Is he going to be good for the team? When we see that kit, and you'll see later how I've done a different way of breaking down this kit, and we'll be talking about the kit for IG90, I'm going to be doing the same for Maul. The advantages over not having him might be that, oh, well, even at 4-star, he has viability. If that is the case, he is going to still be good. And I've got a feeling we're going to see a lot more. He is viable at this level, or the Journey Guide character is viable at 4-star. It may not be good at 4-star, but it might be viable. So you might be able to, with your free-to-play account, actually cause mayhem with him. But at the same time, on your less than free-to-play account, you'll probably cause massacring with him. And that will be the difference, is you'll feel the difference because of the star level. You won't give a fuck about anything else. You'll be able to use him. And that's the bigger part, is you're getting a character that you couldn't use before that you can now.
Yeah, and it also we have to remember that it's also used. They also have more game modes than just GAC. So, and you can
Yes.
still use this character at 4 stars. Again, where everybody's looking at GAC, 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 GAC. Like I've said multiple times, GAC is already fucked, guys. Like, there's already so much wrong with it. I'm not saying ignore GAC because GAC you get a lot of crystals for winning. Also, it's just fun to do. But you don't have to have Maul to do GAC. Most of these solo journey characters, yeah, they're good, but it's not like Pirate King Hondo, right? Where somebody puts him on defense and you're fucked. So,
I'm going to be honest here. I've talked with a few people about this. People are saying, oh, well, what are we doing for Pirate King Hondo when he comes back to 5v5? Go and look at the insights data, guys. You know that lovely counter that was CLS with the Rolocron? Did you know that a high crit damage cron does the exact goddamn same thing? You don't need the Rolocron. There's your Pirate King Hondo counter. A high crit damage cron, which we've got freaking focus data crons that give over 100%, and you're going to go and nuke him
Is
for fun.
is the Swaganati
Go
going to
do
get
it.
cranky with you revealing these secrets?
Oh no. We publicly talked about this the other day on another podcast. That, like, we were talking about, it was a game mechanics podcast that I occasionally do get
whoa!
asked to
You
come
were on
on.
another podcast without us?
Yeah. We talk about game mechanics on there. And they asked me to come on because I enjoy the mechanics of this game and I look at the fucked up mechanics behind it. And yeah, it's that moment of how can you not know how this bullshit can be manipulated? And it's like, yes, you have to pay for insights. I'm not going to say you can't. But the free side of it, you can still see to a degree that something is going on there.
But in
And
this
if you
instance,
talk to streamers like myself or well,
in this instance, Wombrat has given you the information available in Insights. So if
Yeah.
you don't see him next
Well, I was
week,
gonna say also
because
you
he's
don't.
been taken by
Yeah.
the Swoganati, and we'll never see him again, you'll know that he's stepped the line.
Well, I was gonna say you don't have to have insights because if you just watch,
no.
we watch everybody listening to this podcast usually watches other content creators, right? And you can see when they pull up insights, or you can listen to them when they're saying, "Hey, this is how
Exactly.
you counter Pirate King Hondo." Stuff like that. You don't need to pay for insights. You just need to pay attention to the
No.
people that have insights.
Yeah, and the other thing is, it's like something a couple of us do very regular is when we are on stream, if you ask how are we planning on countering this, and we are looking for counters, we'll have insights open. We don't hide it. So when we're looking at stupid counters like CLS with high crit damage going into Pirate King Hondo, it's just there for you to go, ooh, I didn't know that worked. And you might see other things on there, like there is Great Mother's counters to Pirate King Hondo. I fucking hate that thing. There is counters like the what's it called? New Batch. New Batch absolutely demolishes Hondo, but you have to mod it right.
Oh, that's
And
really interesting.
there is definite nuance. There
There's
is
really
definite
that's really
nuance
funny.
to that.
It's really funny that you say that, Womp Prep, only because people dog on New Batch so much, and they're like, "Don't get these guys; they're trash. Uh, do not get New Batch." What's funny is I was farming them for the raid, and then everybody was like, "Oh, these guys suck. Don't get these guys." And now I'm kind of wishing I had farmed them for the raid because I was gonna R9 them, or at least like R7, R8 them. And the reason I was going to was because again for the raid, but then it was like, oh, they're new, blah blah blah, and everybody's like, oh, don't do it, don't do it. So
Yeah.
I farmed a lot of other stuff. Now I'm already at my goal on the raid score.
They're
But
one of my
if
favorite
I had
ones for
farmed
the
them,
raid.
I wouldn't have lost my last GAC because I needed them against. I had Pirate King Hondo, and I was like, I can't beat this guy. I don't have anything. I don't have anything to beat this guy with.
They're like
So
my
I'm
most
going to be
consistent
very
team.
honest here.
Wow.
I'm going to be very honest here. Number one, if it's against Pirate King Hondo, if you've got more than a 2 relic difference, don't even dream of doing it. Because it is terrifying at the best of times. So if you're against a whole R9 Pirate King Hondo, at R7, you are taking a risk. It is
Okay.
more than risky. The joke with it is, even at R9 versus R9, if you do not have them modded right, it is not going to go well.
Well, I have everything modded right.
Like, yeah. Like, I'm talking about, so, like, Fatal level of modding and Tass's level of modding, where you sit there, you look at it and go, why the fuck have you got all this on there?
He was joking.
And yeah.
He was joking. You missed. You see, he missed the earlier one about you guys being locked out of the palace. My joke. That one went over his head. You missed that one.
Yeah.
We
But
all
what
miss
I'm trying
them.
to say is, it's just a horrible, horrible build. Like, absolutely disgusting build where there's not much you can do about it overall. Like, you're just sat there hoping that it goes right because that team is great for it. But it's that moment of, like, I was looking at the modding for it. I've built something so far on Hot Utils to integrate into my 5v5. And I just sat there and went, you know what? I'm just going to fucking slacker it. I'm not going to play. I'm not going to take a risk. Why would I take a risk when I don't need to? And that's the biggest part is why would I take a risk when I don't need to? So, yeah, no. Like, it's a good team, and if you've got it to do the counter and you are happy to mod your entire team perfect, do it. Do it and show the world how freaking stupid they can be. But at the same time, don't fucking do it. Don't fucking do it at all.
How did we get onto this topic?
So, yeah. Because we're covering all the news with all the broken shit. But yeah, so one of those.
All right.
Now,
Sidetracked.
they are doing adjustments to the era challenges. They were done. We can now do them all twice instead of once. Okay, that's better than it was by a substantial margin.
Wait, what? What do you mean we can do them twice instead of once?
So initially, I don't know if you saw them right away. You could only do each level once. Now you've got 2 hits per level.
I looked the other day and it didn't let me. I'll have to look again after the stream.
So as in you can do it once, then you can do it again, and that's it.
Oh, yes.
It's not, oh yeah, I can do the same. It is basically a step in it that lets you do it again.
Yeah, double
It's
rewards.
the exact same tier. Yeah. It's a bit of a stupid way of doing it, if I'm 100%.
Well, I mean, it was the only way to let us get
it.
the era battle done, because I think they realized, like, we can't do this era challenge because you can't beat the second level. So nobody, like, I'd say like 80% of the community isn't going to be able to beat this era challenge because there's nothing you can't, like, I can only beat it twice. Like, you have this challenge I have to do, but I can only beat it twice without spending money.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I beat the second
is the
tier.
Disappointment there.
It's the third tier.
Nobody wants to hear it, Mike. Nobody wants to, I don't know how you got to level 28, bro. I don't know how you got to level 28. But the fact that you didn't spend money and I did, and I'm not level 28, I'm boycotting this game.
Oh, wait. He's trying to do a funny, guys. He's trying to do a funny. Let's all laugh.
Don't do it.
All right.
Honestly, it is a ridiculous system. It is ridiculous.
Okay, hang on. Can I ask a question?
Still tweak.
Just to clarify in my head what's going on, and then I've got a thought on it. Okay, so before I used to get the characters to 7 stars, right? By the end of the event, I'd have 7 stars, then I would spend all of my gear to get it up to relics, right? If I follow that same process, I just now have a 12-week period in the middle where I will passively farm some gear. So when it gets to the end of the era, I will have it unlocked at, say, gear 12, right? Maybe not gear 12. And then at that point,
we'll go with gear 12 because that's what they said.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then
I was just saying we'll go with gear 12 because that's what they said. Yeah. So
let's say it is gear 12, even if it's gear 9, somewhere in that range, right?
Yeah.
I will then still spend all of my current stockpile of gear to get it to relic 7. Yes?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, just like you would before. Yeah, just like you would before.
I don't need to change my way. I just now have a 12-week period in the middle where
absolutely not.
Yeah.
I actually would say that's probably the better way to do it. Just keep doing it the way you've been doing it. The only difference is going to be that you're going to have to wait for the event to come back around for Maul. Which we don't.
So,
but I should still get him
this is where there's been a lot. Yeah, this is where there's been a lot of misunderstanding, and we still need some information. So, you, in theory, should get them at 65, which is gear 12. In theory, that may be enough to unlock Maul at 7-star. We just don't know whether it's going to be, oh, you require level 70, you require level 75, you require level 80 to unlock him at 7-star. In theory, we're hoping it's level 75 to 70, which means minimal investment will get you there. Whether that's true is yet to be seen because we don't know what his requirement is to unlock him at 7-star. I don't
can't
think
imagine.
it will be 70. I've got a feeling it's going to be 80, which sucks.
I was about to say that. I have a feeling it's going to be 80 to 85 just because they want you to put
Money.
some money into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Especially
want
to
you
get
to
it
put
first go.
some money into it.
Money, money, money.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's how the journeys work anyways, to be honest. I mean, if most of the time when you're unlocking these characters day one, these are the people who spent money, the people who are free to play, who hoarded stuff like that, or hoarded crystals to unlock the marquees. They are usually the second go round, with the exception of getting lucky or having an over an abundance of crystals, stuff like that.
And I am concerned with it. There is some concern that I've got with where we'll be ending up. But I'm just hopeful that it's not going to go to shit. We need to see Maul's kit. We need to know his unlock requirements, whether it is, if it is like 75, 80, in theory, you can get 71 free to play if you get lucky on the crystal pulls to get you high enough. But if it's like 85 to unlock Maul at 7-star day one, you're going to have to spend, which kind of sucks. Like, no, I don't like that idea. I really don't.
I mean,
But,
like I was saying, I mean, it's not that much different than the current system. It is different. It is different, but it's not that much different. It's in regard to to get that 80 isn't like we were talking, like you were just saying earlier, it's not that big of an investment. And the big investment that people are really upset about is really everybody's upset about this Coliseum, but that's really where the investment comes in, is trying to get higher ranks in Coliseum. If you're just worried about the solo journey for the characters in the era, it's really not that big of a difference. And again, if you just wait, like with the current system, if you just wait till they come out of the era and go into Legacy, you can just insta take them all up to R7, R8, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Now it's the exact same system, and then you do the event.
The only thing a couple of us are quite worried about is like when it comes out of the era system. So we've had this chance to unlock more. Is it going to be like what the GI event was, where it just buggers off for months and it doesn't come back on a constant pattern? Yeah, GI came out twice in a year.
Yeah.
That was it. Like, are we going down that path, or are we going like the Jedi Cal path, where it was every other month he was back?
Bo-Katan?
Because that bit hasn't been confirmed.
Well, they did make that very vague statement that helped us out a lot. So
yeah, like my exact thought on it is you at least want him unlocked at 4 stars so you can at least use him. Having him at 4 stars and then potentially working towards unlocking him 7-star once he comes out and becomes farmable is better than going, oh yeah, I'll just do this, and then not having him at all, and then finding out, oh, 6 months down the line, he finally comes back, and you're sat there going, I still can't unlock him.
I'd say it's gonna be 6 months.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had to make a guess, I'd say it's gonna be 6 months, because their statement, there was no reason for them to use the wording that they used, unless they were trying to tell us it's not gonna be the normal 3 months or whatever.
The only thing
So my guess is it'd be 6 months.
The only thing I can see is, okay, so if they're gonna do this marquee, then the journey guide sort of thing every era, that if you end up having that character come back 6 months time is actually going to be the first time for that era. 3 months is going to have the same problem. So
I mean, are they going to be releasing solo journeys every quarter? Because right now that's not what they're doing, right? Like right now, has it been every quarter that they release a solo journey? We don't have that many solo journeys, so there's no way that's the current.
So so at the moment it is looking like the plan is every 3 months we get a journey of some description, whether that's a solo journey or whether it's towards a GL or a capital ship. They have basically said that's what the plan is. However, they've also talked about the potential of having shorter ones that are like 2 months long or a month long. We just don't have all the information available yet, which is why a lot of the guys that are making these sensational videos and going, oh yeah, it's all bad, it's all bad. It's like, no. Number one, I've already started collating all my information. I've kept track of my spending to the penny. I am waiting till the end of the 12 weeks to make that video. I
No,
will
that's a good way to
make
do it,
a
Wong.
video of the whole thing. Yes, we may have felt shit at the start because there is no fucking levels. But if it's good by the end or good midway through and feels better midway through, maybe if they preloaded the front a little bit more, we would actually feel better about the whole system. We need to see what happens by the end, not by the middle or the start. It feels shit right now. Let's hope it feels better.
But come next era, when we get our first character, a lot of those free to play, like we will fly through those early levels because we're gonna have a bit of a stockpile
No, we won't.
of gear,
No, we won't.
of era level.
That's all
currency.
gone.
Why?
All gone.
How do you
It's
know?
all gone. Yeah.
There was
No,
a
it
bit
all
in the
resets.
news
Yeah.
that says it gets converted.
Oh,
All of it.
fuck.
Yeah, everything. So everything you get in this era goes away at the end of the era, and then a new era starts. Otherwise, people could do
Yeah.
that, and they're trying to avoid that, right? They don't want people stockpiling, which was the whole point of this system. From what I can gather from this, a big part of this system was they don't want people stockpiling. And right now, so many like older accounts have so much stuff stockpiled that it doesn't affect them at all. They don't need to spend and they don't need to do all this other stuff because they've got so much of a stockpile of gear and all this other stuff.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah.
that's slightly
So-
disappointing.
Like, I sat there when I read that bit, and it was like, I've gone back into it because I had the misunderstanding that Ozzy might just have the, oh yeah, the next one will be better than this one. I thought, great. The problem I had with it wasn't that it keeps putting us back on an equal footing, which is a great idea in principle. But what it's going to mean is when we get to the next era, unless they change something, which they are listening to feedback, there is maybe the next era might be better than this one. Unless they change something, by then would have worked out how to spend. Then it will be the spenders will get the advantage from day one, whether that's going to 7 stars, whether that's going to 6 stars and knowing that you're not going to have them what's it, but you'll unlock the event at 6 star. We will know what the route is. It's just we don't know right now, which is the sucky part.
Well, I think also the community
So
has a different the community has a different idea of what being on the same level or having the same opportunity, I guess, is because from CG's point, we all start at ground zero, but we don't all have the same opportunity, obviously, because from their point of view, we do. Everybody's able to spend on these characters and have the same chance of like getting number one in Coliseum, stuff like that. From the community standpoint, they're thinking like, oh, we all have the same opportunity. Therefore, like if I don't have to spend a bunch of money on this, and that's not the same. Like our expectations aren't lining up, or the community's expectations aren't lining up with what was stated because of the way that it was stated. But we only look at this from the standpoint of we don't want to spend a bunch of money, and they look at it from the standpoint of, well, everybody has the opportunity to spend money on this stuff because it's day one. And if you don't want to, that's on you. And now you're not going to be able to, but you did have the opportunity to when it came out. And I think that's where
Yeah.
one of the issues is that, again, we're looking at this from the player view. They're looking at this from the design view and from the business view.
Yeah. Which is insane. Which is great in a way, but absolutely goddamn insane. Like, the reason we still have so much to talk about is because they did the kit drops all at once, which is a great idea in principle. Yeah, folks, it's too much work for
I
us to do
don't.
in one podcast. No,
Yeah.
like it's a great idea, but it might just need refining. I'm
I actually
hoping it
don't.
gets refined over the next couple of months.
I actually don't mind this. I hated it when it came out, and then it's one of those things where it's like you have to step back and
Yeah,
just stop being angry and think about it. So this is the same marquee system, guys. This is the same marquee system that we already had. The only thing is they added a game mode in that you don't have to do anything with. Like, and if you don't, if you just do the bare minimum, you click auto for your daily activity, same way I do in Squad Arena, I'm going to get this currency that didn't exist before that gives me
yeah,
LSTs or R10 for free. Like, yeah, I'm getting
yeah,
less than everybody else, but that's up to you. Like, you don't have to do Squad Arena. Like, I mean, you do once a day so you can get your dailies, but you're getting this currency that you weren't getting before that is now helping your account, even though it might take longer. You didn't spend any money and you get free shit without spending money.
yeah.
So
So
now, I mean,
my
smaller accounts, right? Like you're getting, sorry, one more thing. So smaller accounts, you're getting LSTs.
yeah,
So you're essentially bumping up your characters. Like let's say you're getting top 100 because you spent crystals, not money. Then every couple months, you're getting a free R6 or whatever it is. Like, how is that bad? How is that
like
a bad system?
like my best advice right now is yes, there is ways you can min max your way through to get the best score you can. Auto it, hope. If you get a good score, forget about the rest of it. At the end of the day, you can be lazy, you can try and push yourself through. Pushing yourself through, you will hit burnout quicker than hitting the auto button. Honestly, I'm only going to auto it. I'm struggling to stay top 30. We have every single day 10 to 15 new cheaters at the top of our list. That is how bad my shard is. Like every single day this week, I've been knocked out the top 10 by at least 5 or 6 cheaters. And it's like we report it every day. Honestly, I've reached a stage where I've done the maths. I'm fine getting top 30 prize. Do I care? No. Should I care? Yes. Do I care? No. That's the God's honest truth. I couldn't give a shit.
What I thought was odd about some of these cheaters is that some of these cheaters are legitimate accounts that spent money.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Oh,
what I don't.
yes.
That's what I don't understand. Usually, when you see cheaters in like Fleet Arena or whatever, like when you see these random cheaters, usually they're small accounts where the people don't care. But some of these accounts, like I saw one of the accounts I was looking at the other day, and it's like this guy spent like $150 buying LSBs and buying the hyperdrive bundle and buying all this other stuff, and he's cheating. So he's going to get banned because they're paying. This is their new game mode, and they're going to be banning people in their new game mode. Can you
Yep.
get away with it in Fleet Arena? Probably. There's plenty of accounts where you see people are cheating and they're not doing anything about it. They're not going to let it slide in their new game mode. So it's like you spent all this
No.
money on your accounts, you're gonna get banned, bro. Like it's gonna happen. Um, Not to mention a lot of content creators are pointing it out. So
Yep. Like the biggest thing for me is that these are new accounts every day getting to the top. Never the same accounts. So obviously there is a limited number of shards and spaces get allocated out to new accounts. But if you're cheating just to get R10 mats or just to get lightspeed mats, get fucked. Like we saw a cheat in mine that we ended up reporting, and the account is now gone. And it was 13.5 million. 13.5 million account gone.
And that's my point.
It had all the GLs.
Why risk your account for that? For those rewards? It's like, yeah, I get it. You're gonna get however many more of the currency, but is it worth it? Like, it's not gonna do that much. Even if you go against an opponent with 15 R10s, right? If you have R9s, the relic delta is 5%. Like, does it matter that much? Like, it doesn't. Even if you were R8, it's not going to make that big of a difference. I mean, on my account, with my Gear 12 Malicos, I still almost beat an R8 Ray. It was really close. I misclicked one time and lost. And if I hadn't done that, I probably beat her again anyways, and I'm not even relicked. So it's like some of these teams that hard counter other teams are still hard countering other teams. If I just relic my character up to like R3, I still smash her, even at the R5 Delta. So the point of that is that you don't have to R10 your characters to compete in GAC. The relic Delta sucks. It makes it harder. You can still do it.
And this is the big takeaway that a lot of people are not realizing about all this update is, yes, there are parts of it that absolutely suck. It has encouraged cheating in yet another game mode. There are huge faults with it. But holy shit. Number one, they're actually deleting cheaters' accounts, which is great. Number two, Relic Delta is not having the ridiculous impact we all thought. Like a Relic Delta of 3 or 4 is still doable. The joke with everything that we've seen is there has only been positive impact. Like, yes, the laggy shit has caused a lot of people to walk away from the game, or they've gone down to, I'm just doing dailies until the laggy shit gets sorted.
I like the second take on that, by the way.
understand.
I like the second take on that.
Yeah.
Like, the first take on it, like, oh, I'm done with this game because of the lag. Any game you play, when people do updates and stuff like that, yes, there are going to be bugs. They overhaul the entire game. There were obviously going to be problems. And there's no way for them to find it all because where's the testing? Like, like, stuff gets released all the time with massive amounts of testing. I mean, there are AAA companies that release games that are unplayable and they have to go back and fix them. I mean, it just happens. You can't go through all the different variables that are going to happen in your game.
Like, the bigger companies that you see doing a lot more testing usually have a public test client. Like, I play Dune a heck of a lot on stream, and off stream I play even more. Now, that I play on their public test. I see all the massive bugs before they even get into game, and we report them. What happens? Okay, so this is getting delayed. Like, we had a major delay this time. Something was meant to be coming an update, and they went, no, there's just too many bugs with it. So we're going to bring it once it's sorted. It's now sorted to a stage in the test client, but none of us are bug reporting on it. So because we're not bug reporting anymore, I know the next update, which is not this Tuesday, but potentially Tuesday after, we're going to get that in game. Does that give me an advantage because I know how it works? Yes. I know how it works. Does not mean I have any advantage. Like, I've still got to go and do certain things to get the advantage.
When did Bones get back in chat?
Even when they're
talking about other games?
I was just trying to explain what I'm just trying to explain what a larger company does to get rid of bugs.
Well, also,
now,
and I wanted to point out, even with that system you were talking about, Womp,
bugs still get through.
It's still going to get through. Yeah, like, there's no guarantee. Like, yeah, you guys all tested it, you didn't test every single possibility that could happen with these updates that they're trying to release. It could still break stuff.
Well, just the simple part for that on was it last week or the week before? The new update came, so we could fly shit into the deep desert. Great. We were excited. Me and a couple of friends were playing together. We were really going, right, you know what? This week, massive push. Turns out it broke other things. So, because the test servers are only go and check this for us, it doesn't mean that that update doesn't fuck something else. And because us lot aren't testing that, it doesn't help.
And that's what I was getting at, is that even with all the testing that gets done, quitting a game because a bug happened is silly. I mean, that's my opinion. I mean, you can crucify me if you want, but if you quit a game because a bug happened, you didn't want to play the game anyways. You were looking for a reason to quit the game.
Yeah, kind of agree there. Kind of agree. Like, it's just insane. But that is basically all the news. We've talked about all the weirdness that's going on in game and everything else along with that, which is pretty good. There is still bits and pieces that we will cover another time because there's not really a reason to talk about it. But now we are getting to talk about a kit. And this kit is rather interesting. Ozzy Mike, would you do the honors of reading the only part of it that we'll actually care about in the leadership? Because the rest of the leadership, we actually don't give a shit.
Okay.
Honestly,
I reading from
most of the leadership is get the fuck done.
Am I just reading our notes, or your notes, I should say, or am I reading the actual kit? I think just your notes.
The one that I put in the chat
Yes.
has all the kit in there.
Okay.
But we only need to read the kit piece. We don't need to read like leadership. Because the leadership for this is utter bollocks.
Yeah. Because he's never going to be used as a leader. So if you want to go read the leader, you spend the 30 seconds or whatever it is to go and read it, right? The thing that is important, obviously, is the contract. Being a bounty hunter, he's going to have a contract. To trigger this, you need to inflict 20 debuffs on an enemy. Only bounty hunter abilities can contribute to this contract, which is stock standard. So the reward is, for the rest of the battle, all bounty hunter allies have their payouts activated, which is normal, and gain the following. So while a bounty hunter ally is attacking, they have 5% offense and deal bonus true damage. IG's payout is whenever IG receives rewards from a contract or another scoundrel ally is in the leader slot, which is Afra. Slot gains 50 siphon. He also gains the following payout. So IG and Hacked Commando Droid, which is the one that Afra summons, gain 40% defense, and the Hacked Commando Droid taunts for 2 turns, then gains 50 siphon, grants 50 siphon to Dr. Afra until the end of the encounter. Bounty hunting allies have 50% potency and 30% offense.
So a couple of people initially asked the question of, well, IG can't get his contract. The way IG gets his contract in this sentence is 50 stacks of siphon on Afra. Now, how quick can you get that? 1 counter attack from him, which we'll be talking about a little bit later on, and the burning from BT1, and Afra is at contract. That's 2 attacks, and she is at contract. That's how big this is.
I want to point something out though, not in regard to him in general, but in regard to him in the era, is that even though everybody has all the tags, everybody's got everybody's tags, like everybody's a bounty hunter, everybody's a Jedi, everybody's whatever. You're never going to get this in the era because you don't debuff in the Coliseum. Like if you've been paying attention, like it's it's not going to
Yeah.
happen. Like you'll never get this payout in the era. So it's kind of useless in the Coliseum.
Maybe at higher skill
Yeah,
levels.
like I
Maybe
kind of agree there.
like because we're
I
playing
haven't
this
seen.
like
I watched
low level.
Arnold. I watched Arnold's like stream or whatever where he was doing -1 over and over again, and I don't remember ever seeing the enemy get debuffed. He was doing a lot of damage, but the enemy doesn't get debuffed per
Maybe.
se.
Okay.
At least not that I've
Yeah,
noticed. Maybe I
unfortunately,
missed something, but I haven't seen it. So
there is definitely not enough debuffs to actually make this trigger. You may get lucky and get it to trigger, but I'm going to be honest, that's probably more luck than anything else. Is that
yeah,
a good thing? No.
I just wanted to point that out because obviously this guy's going to be used in the era for the until the era's gone. So
10 weeks.
and
Yeah.
yeah, and so it's like and yeah, they all are bounty hunters. Once he's in there and he's being used, they're all going to be tagged as bounty hunters. Actually, I think they already all tagged as bounty
Yeah,
hunters
they've
because
all
of
already
somebody
got all
else.
the tags.
Yeah, so and yeah, I just wanted to point that out because it's like, oh, you're thinking like, oh, okay, well, I can get this. This is going to help with Coliseum. No, this isn't going to help with Coliseum at all. So
Yeah. It is going to help with Coliseum overall because of the score that's from both characters.
yes, I agree with that.
But
Yes, I just mean in regard to the contract.
is this payout from the contract going to be any good? If you can get it to trigger, it will be good because it's potency and offense, but it's getting the thing to trigger. I don't know if you will very comfortably do it because we have no control over it. It's shit.
Well, also the true
When
damage,
it
right?
comes
Because
round
if you're doing the
to,
true damage to the Coliseum guy, I mean, that would be really helpful because that's going to raise the amount of damage you're doing.
yeah. So when it comes round to it, this is definitely going to be good outside of Colosseum. And this is mainly what we're looking at is outside in what will now be 11 weeks time, and by the time he comes out, what will be 10 weeks time of what he'll actually be able to do. Now, where he goes in the Colosseum, we have no clue. We need to see what characters we actually get granted when we use these two together, because we have no control over the granted units. So, okay, we just
That
need
would
to
be a
see that.
really cool.
That
That'd be a really cool function, actually, Womprat. If you, when you get him, if you got to choose which of the granted characters you got, because that would really change things up, and you'd have to pay attention to what content creators are saying.
Yes. Which, as we all know, not all of us do. But yeah, so like overall, it's one of those where it's what the fuck are we actually going to use? We have no clue. We need to see on Tuesday, and a couple of us will likely see on Tuesday. So we'll just have to go from there, see what happens, and go with it. Regarding the rest of the kit, other than the leadership ability, there is some good points. I have already put up a PDF that we're actually working through for this. Now we're just going to cover this as if Afra has got her GAC Omicron on her leadership, because that is one of the most important parts. So on Afra's leadership, she gains 20% offense, 20% health, 10% offense for 1 turn for each debuff, 50% crit avoidance, 30% speed, and 10% turn meters on a debuff. So keep that in mind. We will be talking about it in sections. I purposely broke it down to make it easier for Aussie Mike and for us reading through it so you can see where breaks are. This is available to anybody in my chat. I'm going to see if I can sort out the same way for Aussie Mike's, because he looks after the Hutts Hangout Discord. It's going to be literally, if you're subscribed to here, subscribe to mine, and I'm probably going to sort it with Berm as well. If you're subscribed to Berm, this document, whenever I do it on stream, will go out to those 3 places. So if you're just subscribed to any of us 3, you get it. So it's not just, oh, come subscribe to me. It's no, if you're here because of Burn, you still get the same information. You're here because of Aussie Mike, which I know you love that big, beautiful face of his. You get this information. It's not easy to read. I am going to be slowly trying to make it easier, but come on. This is the first time we're doing it. This is how I used to break shit down. We're going to be going into it in detail, which is
I
great
like
fun for all of us because it means we're learning this kit.
Yeah,
No, I like it too. I like the way that
So,
you
yeah.
if anybody knows, are you gonna pull this document up, Mike, or are we gonna be pulling up the kit and then using this document as a reference? How is it gonna work for the podcast?
Well, we've got to work that out for the next one. That's the main thing. This is the first time that I've set this document up. If you want to show the document, it's fine. It is unfortunately a PDF, so I don't know if light mode and dark mode will work for you. I can quickly find that.
I say we pull up.
No.
I say we just pull up the kit.
Yeah.
We can just pull up the kit, and how about use the PDF because it highlights the stuff for
Those
you.
notes, yeah.
And then just so everybody knows those. So I mean, if you're interested in this document, like you said, if you're subscribed, then it breaks it down. It's very nice because he highlights a lot of stuff, like the key points for the kit. So
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about reading through it all and blah blah blah. You could skim it essentially.
So literally how I've done it is whenever a debuff appears, it's highlighted in red, and the triggers from the debuff are highlighted in red as well. So like we'll talk about the basic. So deal physical damage twice to a target enemy and inflict defense down on for 1 turn. Now that will gain 5 speed because it's a debuff that then gives turn meter. It's later on that is the trigger for a debuff. We won't talk about that right now. But on top of that, you're gaining the 10% offense up for 1 turn, 10% turn meter. It does it twice, so you're actually getting that twice. And that's just that first line. That is completely independent of the rest of it. The next part of it, if an ally in the leader slot is Dr. Afra, grant 2 stacks of heal over time, aim on an ally for 1 turn, and inflict and trigger 2 stacks of damage over time. Aim on an enemy for 1 turn. Again, you gain 10 speed because of later on in the kit. You'll also gain 20% turn meter and another 20% offense. So at the moment, 30% turn meter, 30% offense for 1 turn. On top of that, you're also gaining 15 speed just from that one ability.
Okay.
The last line that is again independent, if there is an activated commando droid, it now taunts for 1 turn. That basic is complicated. When you look at Afra's lead, when you take into its lead, I had a look if there was any interactions for BT1 and 000. There is minor interaction. It's not worth of note. The thing to look at here was what ally is in the 5th, because this is obviously a 4th slot. Afra in 3s is still going to be 000 and BT1.
Yeah.
And I was there scratching my head and I looked and it's IG-88. Like, just this alone gives you bonuses with IG-88. So, okay. That's where we go with that.
They suggest HK-47.
No. IG-88 has more interaction.
Okay. All right.
A lot more interaction than IG-88. Which is the weird part because they're suggesting one thing, and from what we've looked at and the notes that we've got in front of us, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
So,
I mean, do we ever do
special.
what they recommend? I mean, come on, guys.
No. They've been right for a while with modding shit because they're actually listening to what the community is working out and how we do our mod shit. But even then, they've been so wrong about certain things. It's like, no. Right.
Yeah, I think what that is
Specialty.
they've paid attention to like when we mod stuff, like what we're looking at, right? And I think that's what they've started doing. Before they were looking at the overall kit, and now I think they're looking at, oh, these are the primary abilities that are going to get used and how they interact with the team we want.
Yeah. And that's the biggest part, is how we are using it. So, Special 2. Deal physical damage to all enemies and trigger all stats damage over time and hit mark on a target enemy for 2 turns, which can't be evaded or resisted. Mark is therefore another debuff, giving more stacks. It's already giving more speed, giving turn meter. This is why this is so fun as a kit already. Like, every ability is giving turn meter, every ability is giving damage over time. Okay, this is starting to hurt my head by this point. The next line, if the ally in the leader slot is Dr. Aphra, call all other dark side droids to assist and recover 20% health and protection. They gain offense up for 2 turns. Sounds basic. Sounds really basic. But it's called all other allies. So he won't do his basic off this. Which, okay, fair enough. That's fine. He's getting 20% health, gaining protection, he's gaining offense up. It's not.
I have a question for you, Womp.
Then,
so do things
go on.
like this trigger? And I was thinking about this for me, but also if other people are wondering, if does this trigger based off of him being called to assist? Like, does that count as his basic, and then that triggers?
So this is his special, so he's triggering everybody else's basic. And because of the
Oh,
wording
I
on
gotcha.
it,
I was
call
thinking
all
unique. For
other.
some reason, I was thinking unique. Sorry. Okay. Yeah.
It's all right. We'll be talking about that stupid bit in a minute, where this is where it breaks your brain, is the unique with this kit, which is why I'm taking it to get through it in the right way. So the last line of this is he gains 40% defense, so does Commando Droid, and taunts for 2 turns. Okay. So Commando Droid taunting on basic and specials means the Commando Droid is never going to not be taunting.
Well, very unlikely.
Never going to not be taunting. Yeah. So if the Commando Droid is up, it is likely to be taunting, which means you've got to kill the Commando Droid before you can chase after Aphra to stop her bringing the Commando Droid back.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, doesn't he die pretty?
Quite funny.
Doesn't he die pretty easily though? He's not like super tanky, right?
Yeah, it is not mega tanky, but there is things to make him more tanky in a moment, which is why it's like, oh. So we'll be talking about how he becomes a lot more tanky, and his stats are based off Aphra's stats. And I was initially saying, well, okay, well, maybe I'm going to remod to be slightly more protection biased. I was already severely protection biased. So it just might mean that I remod Aphra to have more protection with her potency. And okay, it's just a slight tweak to Aphra's modding. That is the main thing here. So now we get onto the bit that broke my brain on stream for about 15 minutes. This unique is fucking long. And yeah,
I've noticed that's a trending pattern now.
Yeah, the uniques are the essays. Like, you just look at it on stream, you can just about get most of it on stream,
Yeah, not
but you
quite.
can't. I broke it down into the Yeah, I had to break it down into the sentences to separate it all, and holy shit, it doesn't, like, if you took this, it fills a page of A4 on its own. So
You have to give credit to whoever's writing this stuff though, man, because that is a lot to come up with. And somebody had to think about this and design it and then take those thoughts and put them down on a sheet of paper. So I mean, that's a job.
That's literally their job though.
Yep.
It is. But I'm just saying, like, that, I mean, that's a hard job. I mean,
yeah, okay.
It takes creativity and then also the ability to disperse that information to other people where they can understand it.
Yeah. So this is where we get the information for the siphon stacks that are written above because that's the 5S and 10S and there's 15S. That is the siphon stats. I'm gonna probably do like color coding for shit like that in the future as well. But we'll talk about that another time, and I'll be picking your two brains about how to make this document even easier to read.
Yeah.
So this ability, dead or alive. And I'm pretty sure this is going to leave a lot of people dead. So start the battle.
Can a robot be alive?
Go on. Well, Johnny Five's alive.
That's a fucking flashback.
Maybe. Hey, we're allowed to do flashbacks here. You remember last week's episode? The one that didn't happen? You can tell I'm in a fun mood. Right.
Yeah, all right.
So, at the start of the battle, IG-90 has a 100% counter chance. Whenever he's damaged, he inflicts speed down, 5 siphon, on a random enemy for 1 turn, and all scoundrel allies recover 5% health and protection. This is actually the biggest line in the whole kit.
So if he gets attacked...
Now, I have had to move a bit around.
If he gets attacked, the droid will then taunt.
Yeah. So I've had to move bits around here to make it make sense. Because there is another section that's at the start of battle. It's written horribly on the kit form. I didn't like it. I've moved it around to make it easier for us. So also at the start of the battle, dark side droids gain 50% crit avoidance. Okay. So they're not going to get critted a lot. It's going to be annoying. At the start of the encounter, if Dr. Aphra is less than 50 stacks of siphon, she gains 200 defense. 200% defense on Aphra. Fuck. That's going to make Aphra a bit more annoying, and also make the commando droid annoying as well. Remember, they share stats. So her gaining 200% defense means that commando droid just got a defense buff. So the commando droid's now more of a pain than we thought. The next bit of it, whenever IG recovers health, which we've talked about a lot, inflict 3 stacks of damage over time, which is 15 siphon, on the healthiest enemy. Oh god. Now, when you think, for this to trigger, he just has to get damaged. So, he gets shot at, he then counters, which inflicts speed down, which also inflicts 3 stacks of damage over time, so we're already at 20 siphon here, by the way. Before he's actually taken into account his counter, he also then counterattacks, which puts defense down on them twice, because he attacks twice. So that's another 10 stacks of siphon. He also puts damage over time on them, which is another 10 stacks of siphon. One counterattack is 40 siphon.
Nice.
40. One counterattack. This guy is going to want to be loaded with as much potency as you can get.
Nice.
It is a horrible, horrible way this kit works, and it is beautiful at the exact same time.
Those are the best kits.
Now, Now you'd think, okay, so Commando Droid's got the 200% defense. What else is he going to have for survivability? Whenever he gains taunt, he gains 100% bonus protection until the taunt expires. Fuck's sake. It's bonus protection, it's based off health. Yes, you potentially want to health mod your Aphra for this, so that he has a bigger health pool, which gives him more bonus protection. The reason you don't want to do it is for things like the Jabba counter. Things like countering Inquisitors. Anything with bombs, anything that does percentile health damage, you want to avoid having health for. Expose, yeah. So, yes, the bonus protection will not be as much. Do not care. I literally do not care.
My only thing with that, right, is...
I will be protection modding.
When you think about a lot of the things that Aphra counters normally, Fin Zori team. There's a lot of exposers.
Yep.
You got like CLS, Jabba you mentioned, Inquisitors. Like these are all, well, the Inquisitors not so much, but those other three teams are like high, not high. That's what we would normally use Afra to counter, right? So yeah, you got to be careful. It's a careful balancing act, I think, in that regard.
Yep. So now we're getting into the fun part of this game. And I do say the fun part
Is
in
it
a
the end?
very hilarious way.
The end.
Oh no, this is just now if Afra is in the leader slot.
All right.
So
So
the start of the battle, all allies gain 100% bonus protection. It's the stepped out bit. It's the after the first paragraph, Mike. This bit is.
yeah, I
I
just
moved
moved it
this
down
bit
a bit.
around because it didn't make sense to read it. So you sat there going, okay, so 100% bonus protection, and she steals for 2 turns, meaning even if you wanted to kill her, you're going to have to AoE debuff to kill her.
Yeah.
Okay, that's annoying. Whenever an ally critically hits an enemy, they gain speed up for 2 turns. Okay, whenever IG resists a debuff, Afra gains Siphon. Fuck's sake. So in theory, that first attack that you have made into him, if it had a debuff and IG90 resists it, Afra is now at her 50 stacks. He has now pulled his contract. He just has to resist once.
Conquest feed incoming, by the way,
Yeah.
guys. Siphon stacks.
Yeah. Likely. Very
Fuck
likely.
you. We don't need that shit.
Whenever
Oh, it's coming.
Whenever
It's coming.
Whenever a marked enemy is damaged, all scoundrel allies, including Hack Commando Droid, gain 5% offense. They also recover 5% health. Now, this is a really big part. And it's just you've damaged the marked enemy, which is from his second special. So, oh look, you've damaged him, gain offense. And it's all scoundrel allies. All of them are scoundrel allies. So you want to be hitting that marked enemy as much as you can. So your BT1, who will now be going over to very heavy offense modding, just delete keys things. 80% offense on something that's like 15 to 16,000 offense. We've seen what a Drogon does with like 100% offense and getting like him to 14k. He just deletes an Ezra. At like 13, 14k, he just deletes with even 50% offense increase. So imagine 80% offense increase on a very big BT1 with stacked up offense to the moon. He is just going to turn around to things and go, get the fuck out of my fight. It's mine. No, mine. Go away. He's just going to be a delete key, which is going to be hilarious to watch.
Okay, here's a question for you.
Yep.
There is currently no other scoundrels that inflict marked. The closest, so we've got
Yes.
Piet, Tarpals, Grievous, or Jedi Knight Revan. Grievous is not really an option, right? As the 5th member of this team?
It could be.
Is it worth
because
adding
at the
in
end
for
of the day,
that?
Grievous is a dark side droid.
Yeah.
No.
I was
The
going to say, the
cooldown
problem
on
is...
this is too low. The cooldown is 3. The idea of this would be you want potency and tenacity, which is what I was going to talk about at the end.
This
Is
is
you want
unique, though,
potency
isn't
and
it?
tenacity. Here's
Oh, the marked.
yeah.
Yeah, good.
So the reason you want potency and tenacity is because when you give debuffs, you gain turn meter.
Okay.
His speed is not going to make much of a difference. He is going to be skipping through his ghosts.
Okay.
The whole idea is you get lots of debuffs on them. You have him as quick as you can get him with decent amount of tenacity and potency. Tenacity is so that Aphra is gaining stacks of Siphon, and you're less likely to be ability blocked and less likely to be screwed over. Potency, so he's given all the debuffs out to get the turn meter up. If you can get him training himself through, he is going to be horrible. Absolutely disgustingly horrible. And that is this kit in its entirety. Is the more health they're recovering, the faster they're going, the more debuffs they're putting out, the faster they're going. Holy shit, this is terrifyingly fast. A 3 cooldown when there's potential of like 40 to 50% turn meter off a basic. I'm sorry, but I don't think you're going to need much speed on him. If you can get 100% tenacity and 100% potency on him, and you only get 90 odd speed on that, do it. His speed will not be hypercritical, but him putting out enough debuffs, giving the whole team all these buffs, is going to be insane. He is going to be marking people left, right, and center. I don't think there's much need to put Grievous in there.
I think that's good too,
Right.
because we don't want to break up our other teams. So it's nice when we get somebody added and it doesn't disrupt the current structure of some of our other teams that are obviously the Grievous team isn't like phenomenal, but it's good. So
Yeah.
So now we get to the Omni part. Now, the Omni part, not everybody's going to care, but it has got reasons to talk about it.
is it a TW
So-
Army?
It is a TW Omni.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang up now.
At least it's not T. The reason that it's actually a good TW Army is there's not many call outs back to the kit. There's more important lines in there. So whenever he uses a special and Dr. Aphra has 200 or more stacks of Siphon, IG and Aphra gain 40% health and protection and 30% stacking offense till the end of the encounter. So there is nothing there that literally goes, oh yeah, you've got to have this and this, which is what we've had before. This is just an independent call out. Whenever an enemy is defeated, the weakest ally gains damage immunity for 1 turn. Again, a really independent call out, really nice to see. Whenever an ally is critically hit an enemy, dispel all buffs on the target enemy. So we've got a debuffing chance. At the start of the battle, Scoundrel allies gaining critical chance up, critical damage up for 2 turns, and Bounty Hunter allies gain speed up and accuracy up for 2 turns. This would be him and IG-88 because they're the only 2 potential Bounty Hunters. And all of them would then gain critical chance up and critical damage up because they are all scoundrels. And the last part of the TW Army, whenever Dr. Aphra has 50 or more stacks of Siphon, all allies ignore Taunt. That is the big parts of it, is the damage immunity, the cooldowns being refreshed on Aphra, the dispelling of debuffs, and then the Siphon being Taunt. At 50 stacks, like I said, 1 good counter attack, it's over. It is literally stacked straight away.
So does that make
you
this
get
an
a lucky
offensive
shot
or
on him.
defensive team for TW then?
I see offense.
So
Everything can
I
be
think
offense.
It's got potential. I think it's got potential of both. But it's going to be, is your guild brave enough to put this in a place where it's going to have a good chance of being a problem? That is where I'm more thinking a lot of guilds are not going to place things like this down. This is going to become a very offense heavy team. It's going to absolutely destroy things like Jabber for fun. It's going to make Jabber a joke. because dispelling all debuffs on the target enemy, and yeah, it's just going to
Ignoring
tear
taunt.
him apart.
I mean, we could
Because-
just use Wampa for that.
Well, until the
I'm
end of this
just
week.
kidding, because the
Oh
Wampa cone's
wait,
gone.
no, it's already
Oh.
gone.
Yeah, yeah.
But honestly, like I think it is definitely going to be a more offensive team. It's just if you see it on defense, you're going to have to know how to pull it apart. It's not going to be, oh yeah, just gun down IG-90, because if you try to gun him down with Afra still standing, you are entering a world of pain. Very, very quickly, you are entering a world of pain. Because Afra will gain Siphon, she could potentially stand him back up if you kill him, and then she does her revivey bullshit. It's that moment of, oh, fuck off. Because he's only going to get chunkier and chunkier. He's only going to get more and more annoying as her Siphon builds. Honestly, as a kit, I like it. Really do. But as a kit, I also think it's a fucking nightmare waiting to happen. So, yeah, one of those.
I just realised time to vote.
Yep, definite time to vote.
Okay.
Let's vote.
All right.
So, do you
Will it
think
work? Yeah, it did.
it is Bantha or Bantha poo? What do you think, Mike? Where do you stand on it?
Well, I love the Afra team, right? So just the fact that we've now got a tank in quotation marks is something that I'm excited for. And the problem was always if you lost Afra really quickly, it was game over. So with their stealthing, I think there's a few things that the AI won't be able to get around, and I think that that's going to help. I hope. So I like it.
Okay. And now for the burn, what do you think?
I think it's Bantha great. Honestly, I really like that the kit creates a tank, like Mike was saying, and I like that the tank isn't the character that you're adding that's just going to get deleted because it's the tank, right? Like I like that it's creating a tank without being the tank itself.
Yeah. So I also think it is really good. How it interacts with Afra's kit is absolutely amazing. The little tiny bits of interaction with 000 is great. There is nothing amazing there to talk about. The fact that IG-88's abilities pair really nicely with this team. Yes, you can make an argument for HK47. I'm not going to say you can't. But overall, this is the improvement the team actually needed. Not, here's a tank, oh, I'm just going to kill it. It's giving you a tank that's going to be annoying as sin to deal with.
Yeah, and that's what I was getting at. That's what I like is that again, it's using that droid that gets summoned, but then also that you can re-summon. So I mean, it's gonna be
Yeah.
it's gonna be annoying. It's gonna be really annoying to have to deal with, which is good. That's what you want from a lifter for a team, right? You want something that's gonna be annoyingly difficult to deal with that you're going to be able to use on offense. If you set it on defense, if people aren't paying attention, maybe they lose because they forgot, oh shit, that's right. That thing's going to come back. So now
Yeah.
you have to do an anti-revive. You're going to have to do something like that to try to keep these things from coming back alive when you're going against Afra.
Yeah. Like, what you'll probably see week one of GAC is in 5v5, this will be down probably back wall, probably not front wall, because as you said, you use something like gas, you use something that keeps it dead. Once you've killed him, you can target Afra and you just win. The reason people will back wall it, and then they'll place things that call out gas. So Tuscans in the front. And you'd be thinking, oh, well, Gast is the easy counter. Yes, it is. That is the counter you want to pull. People will think, oh, yeah, I've done a great banner saving thing because I've used Gast to pop some Tuscans for me. Okay, great. You use Gast. Gast is going to still be a clear answer to this team. I'm
you can
sorry
also
to say it, but if you've just wasted it, you've won.
Well, you could also use it to bait out counters as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Throw it on the front line,
So,
bait out a counter that you have that they need for the back line. Also remember JMMW as well as anti-revive.
Yep.
I've been using him a lot for anti-revive, but also you're not reviving that droid. So like if they kill that droid and then you use your summon, you're summoning another droid.
Yeah.
That's not a revive. That is another summoning of the droid.
Commando droid.
Yeah.
So of the commando droid. So that's not the same. Like that anti-revive mechanic doesn't even kick in there because you're not reviving him. You're just bringing a new one.
Yeah, the only part of the anti-revive that the reason I'm bringing it up is Afra's ability that gives that droid also revives everybody that's down.
Right.
Yes, yeah.
Which means her droids are flooding back in. It's not, oh, I killed IG-90 and I've killed BT-1 and oh look, they're back. It's more, I've killed IG-90, which weakens the team. I can then target Afra. I can then target BT1. The keeping things dead is going to be, especially with this new Datacron set, is going to be needed. It's not, oh, it's fine, I can do this, that, and the other. It's going to hurt. It's going to actually break people to an extent of this new Datacron set, you need to keep things dead. There's too many things that revive shit. There are too many good revival mechanics in there. You then combine that with things like this Afra team. Keeping things dead is an important mechanic. Slacker, JMMW, Gast, anything like that that keeps things dead, you're going to want to do. You're really going to want to do it.
You are, and which is funny because a lot of those teams don't have mechanics for bypassing tanks. They have the mechanic for keeping things dead, but not necessarily the mechanic for getting around a tank. And that's kind of what I was getting at as well, to go with your point, is that you need that, but also and that's what I was going at with the revive thing, is that you're not reviving that droid. So when you kill him, if she gets to take another turn and then bring him back
and revives, you are back to screwed.
Yeah, you're back to screwed again because it's not a revive mechanic. So you kind of need to kill the other ones either faster, like you kill commando, so it's a timing thing where you kill him, you have to watch your turn meter. Do I get to go next when I kill this guy? Blah blah blah. Or you need to kill the other guys by bypassing the tank with anti-revive, which maybe you get it from a Datacron, maybe it's part of the kit. But again, most of the kits don't have anti-revive. Bounty hunters do, for bypassing taunt and anti-revive. So with Django and Boba.
There is going to be a lot of weird interactions that we need to look at. The only downside to this new game mode setup is we have no way of testing for the next 10 weeks, 11 weeks. We still have no way of testing.
Let us test. Let us test. Let us test.
I'm going to be honest, like, I kind of like that idea because it means none of us are getting a advantage because all we can do is theorycraft. Like, before this, I would theorycraft to hell and back, and then I'll be on calls with people that have got like them already at like 7-star, Relic 7, and a arena where they can literally go, oh yeah, can you just put this team down so we can test it? They had arena chats. Because we don't have that, week one of it coming out in 11 weeks' time, that's where they're going to be able to kick that in.
I mean, that's
But
part of
we're
the
going to be
point of
going
this whole
into a
system.
GAC. Yeah. We're going to be going into a GAC potentially within an hour of that happening.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the
We
point
ain't
of
going to
this
get
evening
time to
leveling out of the
test.
system. That's kind of like that goes along with them saying that they're making an even playing field, right? Because you don't
Yeah.
get that advance testing to see how you're going to use the character. Everybody's going in blind and everybody's finding out for themselves day one how it's going to work instead of watching one of the big streamers or somebody that went ahead and took them up immediately. You're not going to get that chance. So it's everybody's going in blind at the same time into GAC.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to be very honest here. Like the group that I do that testing with, we've already got it set as a date in the diary. We may as well be. We've already got it set as a date in the diary for when it should be coming to the game. We've already planned to be on a VC with each other for the potential 2-hour window. Now, that is like 30 people that are in there. And only 5 of us are actually theory crafty idiots. And we've already said, I want to test this against bloody Jabba. I want to test this against Gast. Of all things, Gast that should counter it. I don't know if Gast will.
Are you allowed to?
Because, as Ben said, if the commander.
Are you allowed to announce when the next SWGoH meeting is? I feel like you just have told us all when it's happening. It's supposed to be like secret.
So the joke here is
he's going to be kicked out.
You call it the SWGoH meeting. Me and them talk every day. We have a private Discord.
So what you're saying is that you have a meeting every day. That's all you're saying is that you guys are so involved in this game that you have a meeting, a secret meeting every day. I'm imagining like some Flintstone shit happening, but on stream.
One sec.
They have a meeting under the bell tower?
Exactly.
Like at the base of the bell tower?
Is that how you guys have to dress? You guys have to wear hoods? Nobody actually sees each other's faces. Yeah. You guys like blur faces while you're in your meeting?
They've all got like some
a lot of it is just voice only.
Oh, voice only.
But a lot of it is voice only. There is other people in that chat that are known to the community.
You're not helping
they
yourself.
Have said
I'm just saying it would be cooler if you guys did video chat and then blurred your faces. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing that suggestion out there for the SWGoH. If that's what you guys want to do, just give me credit. Just give me credit.
I will. I'll tell you now. There's at least one of them that watches this back on YouTube. If he does come on with a blurred face, I will message you. Just because it would be seriously goddamn funny. And I know he will probably do it because he's a dick and I love him to pieces. But like we sit there and it's like we've already planned to do as much testing as we can that night to the stage of it will be on a Tuesday. I have planned for that Tuesday stream to have ended about 2 hours prior. I will probably have food come in before we have that meeting. And I have planned to also wake up late. So if I'm planning to be on late, that means during that sign-in period where you get to sign up and the lock-in then happens, there is going to be a lot of testing done. Like, we're looking like 50 plus battles in a night of just testing. It's going to be interesting. And the feedback from it is going to be potentially what we're going to be looking at and can we pull this off? Can we do this? And yeah.
Right. Yeah. Berm has to go, so let him pimp his shit before he goes.
Yeah, pimp your shit. Pimp your
shit. All right, guys. As usual, man, I really enjoy being on this podcast. I'm glad you guys have me every week. If you guys want to check me out, I'm on Twitch at T3HBerm, and I'm on YouTube at T3HBerm _SWGoH. I just dropped a new video a couple of days ago. Getting a drop a new video again probably Monday morning. So make sure you come check me out. I'm live every morning if I can be. So I will see you guys there. And I will see you guys next Saturday as well.
Awesome.
Yep.
We'll talk before then.
We will. I hope.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Have fun, bud.
All right.
Right. So,
Your questions?
honestly, as the Burm is leaving, before we do that, we'll repeat what we've said. So, the notes that I am going to be generating on stream, yes, you'll see them be made on stream for the newer characters. If you want access to them, if you are a subscriber to me, the Burm, or the podcast, we will set up a thing that automatically gives you access to a room where they will live. They will improve over time. There will be more notes added to things over time because I'm starting to go back to the theory crafting and kit breakdown stuff that has properly been done. These will be accessible for anybody that is a follower, any three of those. You will have to be on the Discords to access them. But if you are a subscriber to any of those chats, you will have access to that PDF. It will always be a PDF file to make it easier for you guys. Other streamers that ask for access to it, that's fine. Just mention the podcast, mention either myself or the Burm or just the podcast in general that you've got that document from. That is fine as well. And this is the thing. We want to promote each other more than anything else. The podcasts that I go on, that I work with, that we talk about weird game mechanic shit, I don't promote it here. I don't promote it on my own channel because I am just a guest on there and I go on like once a month whenever they've got the weird shit that they want to talk about. And on that, if you can recognize my voice, you will find me. But you would have to recognize my voice because I don't go by the Lost One Prat on that. So enjoy the challenge. Enjoy the challenge.
He's got to use his SWGoH approved a name.
No, the name on there
Brother Womprat.
is very different. Yeah, the name on there is very different. Not for keeping it away from this, but we've been doing that podcast now for, well, I've been on it for the last 2 years, on and off. They've been doing that podcast for a little over 9 years.
Wow.
So they have never also used cameras. They use avatars all the time because we don't just talk about one or two game mechanics. We talk about very in-depth mechanics. So yeah, one of those. But right, viewers' questions. I'm going to scroll to them as well because otherwise I will have no fucking clue what you're about to ask and have no time to fucking think. You're good like that, aren't you, Mike?
I am good. Yes. All right. So first question. I started to add you and Burm to the Hutts admin stuff, so you can just do all that stuff yourself. But podcast questions. So the first question is from Steve, because we did Bane's last fortnight ago by now. So Steve said, if you got the chance to be an extra, which film/show would you choose, and who would you be?
Right. I'm gonna be honest, I have been an extra for a film already. You need to go and watch one of the Robin Hood films. I can't remember which one it is exactly.
Robin Hood.
But you will see me and a friend playing a game in the background. And it is a very old game involving rocks and a piece of cloth. Go and try and find a very old picture of me. And I am talking, oh, well, over 5 years ago I did that. So way before I was streaming. And it was fun. I love doing reenactment shit. I can't do it anymore, but there we go.
Okay.
Mike?
I would probably like Brooklyn Nine-Nine is like I will absolutely sit down and watch like seasons of that at a time, and then like a week later go back and rewatch it again. So I think, and the humor is very like I love their humor, so I think that I would enjoy that. And fuck, I'd even play like a bad guy that they've arrested or something, like just to be there. Um, yeah, that would be what I'd pick.
Yep.
Uh,
I think we also have to read these sassy Jabberbot replies here because everyone is goddamn funny to these questions.
yeah. So
So I
Jabba
think we have
responded.
to finish with each one.
Okay, so Jabba responded to Steve by saying, "I'd rather be part of the Rancor pit than get stuck in some lousy show." So, yep, nice little comeback there. All right,
Yeah.
this
So the next one is from Lady Geek.
yep.
And I'll let Mike answer first. Which droid would you have as your sidekick?
Oh, absolutely C3PO. Having the ability to have that many languages, I think that would be awesome. You just had that. Um,
So for those that don't know, I'm building a bot. At the moment, we are building a bot. It's BT1. Yes, I would have BT1 as my sidekick all day long. Why? Somebody pisses me off, go deal with it. I'm not going to ask where your body went. Just, yeah.
yeah, well, that one's cool.
And Jabba the Bot's reply. Jabba the Bot's reply. Beep boop. What does it matter? Bot or droid or useless to me? Yeah. Yeah. You got sussed by Jabba the Bot again.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
All right. Next one.
Mole Inquisitor. So he says, "What do you think of Leia's new graphics?"
Um, don't like it.
I didn't
I'm gonna
even
be
notice it.
brutally honest.
Is it Princess Leia or normal or
Like
GL Leia?
they've increased the poly count on GL Leia, and Princess Leia's been improved dramatically. Like if you watch the animation now, she has R2 appear. And that's on the Princess Leia kit, which is pretty cool that it calls to the film and everything else. Meh. Okay.
I'm trying to load the game up
Okay.
on my phone to have a look, but you know, it takes 7 days to load now, so
Well, you can talk about it next week if you really want.
no.
But
So
honestly,
I did
Princess
notice GL
Leia
Leia had
is pretty cool.
a little bit of a like, yeah, more
Graphic touch up
yes.
over anything.
Where's Princess Leia? That's Rolo.
Yeah, yeah. It should likely be like R3.
Oh, I've got
It's
a
gonna be
Relic
quite far
5
down.
apparently. Oh yeah, and R2D2's there. Yeah,
Ugh.
cool. I don't mind that.
I it does look better. I
Yeah,
do like it.
yeah, I
But
think
other
that
than that, meh.
I approve. Okay, so Java replied again. Leia's graphic, who cares about her? She's just a rebel. Focus on fawning over me instead. Yep,
Jabba's getting sassy.
he is.
Jabba is definitely getting sassy. And honestly, I'm here for it.
Yep.
So, Mole Inquisitor again, this is a bad joke. We do allow bad jokes in there. So that is fine. How many Anakins does it take to change a light bulb? 0. They turn to the dark side. Okay. Okay. There was no reply because it is the second time the person's put one in for this week. But
Yeah, Jabba's very
honestly,
selective.
Jabberbot is doing its job.
He's very selective. Yes.
Well, it's like you've put in this week's questions, but and he's replied, "This better not be another one of those pointless quizzes." Well, we haven't done a pointless quiz yet.
Yet.
We might have to. Might have to.
Yeah. All right, and that's all the viewer questions.
Save the noises for the Rancor bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, like the thing to watch for here, guys, is we are always trying to give you guys better information, which is why I've started to do the breakdowns on stream. Next breakdown is going to probably be next week when I start doing it, simply because we've got so much going on this week. So yeah, like there is a list of things that we're doing. Like, I'm not on stream today after this because we've got stuff on tomorrow. I need to finish setting Tiltify up for it and everything else. So that's why there is no stream from me today. I need the time off to do my Sunday morning shit, my Saturday morning shit. Like, I haven't got time. So it's making up for giving me time to get ready for it all. So there is no stream from me after this today. Do apologize, but I also need to make sure everything's ready for tomorrow. Because yeah, we're raising money for Mind Mental Health tomorrow. So come join us. Those that don't know what we do when we do these Mind ones or any other ones that we've done, there has been massive ones in the past, is we turn around anything that Twitch makes. So if you sub during that time, which as we've said, subbing gets you access to these files as well. So maybe a good way of doing it. Any money I've made from ads, any bits, any subs, anything like that, instantly goes to the charity. What I will do is at the end of the stream, I usually will wait 3 or 4 days to make sure that it counts everything correctly. I will then go in, I'll look how much it made, I'll let you guys know, and I'll just donate it myself. I'll donate it through, and away it goes. It's one of those, I'd prefer them to get everything from it than me earn from it. So that is for Mind Mental Health. It is a 15-hour stream. There will be reasons for that. We will be talking about that on stream. Some of the subjects on it are not going to be pleasant to talk about because of it is for mental health. But I want to make people aware that a lot of streamers say this and a lot of streamers do it. There's Scribe that said it, Ranger says it, I say it, I know Burma said it. Our DMs are open. If you're having a rough day with your mental health, most of us have been there. Most of us know it sucks. You can message us and say, "Can I talk?" I have hidden rooms in my Discord that even Mike can't see. And he's technically one of the more moderatory people in there. He would tell me if somebody said anything ridiculous. And I would just turn around to you and say, just jump in this room and I'll pull you into this room. Nobody ever needs to know. So if you do need to talk, you can. You can just message me and say, "Can I talk?" And it'll just be, "Yeah, jump into this room and I'll pull you into her." Nobody needs to know. So yeah, at the end of the day, like right now, just to give you a laugh, I'm sat in a room on my Discord that's called Podcast, so that I can see and hear Mike and not have a connection to Discord open. Nobody can see that room bar me. Literally, it's me and me alone. Because it's the stream PC over this side of the room that's actually in there. But yeah, that, like I said, if you have mental health troubles or anything like that, or just want to come along and tune in, it is going to be 15 hours. Going to be a long, long day for me. Starting at 9 a.m. my time. If you check my Discord schedule page, it's in there, scheduled, ready to go. So you will see it in your local time zone. I know for Mike, that's like afternoon, late, early evening. I know in the US, that's like 4 in the morning, straight 1 in the morning, depending on which coast you are. Sorry that it's not a comfortable time for you guys, but we're on for 15 hours. I'll be finishing midnight my time. I am not on Monday. I am recovering. This is something we will talk about is have time to yourself. Recover. Don't what's it? There is no stream Monday from me. I am having a day to myself. So yeah, other than that, for me, we'll be back tomorrow. I am going to be setting up Tiltify this evening. We might have some stupid ideas for it. We will depend on goals. I joked with somebody and they said, yeah, it'll be funny because it'll terrorize Scribble and Ranger. So there will be a goal if we meet it, where for the rest of the year, I will wear pigtails on stream. Every stream. Whether I am a guest, whether I'm a podcast host, or whether I am just streaming. So if you want to mentally scar people for the month, feel free. Also, next month, there is very few days I will not stream because it is December. December, I know, is a rough period for all of us. You may love Christmas, you may have lost family, you may just be not have family to be around. Now, me and my partner is still not well. She still only spends a few days with me at a time, and she is currently masked up, half asleep on the sofa. I feel sorry for her because she'll go back to her parents this evening, which she doesn't enjoy. And I love spending time with her because it helps me. The difference is, guys, like I know how hard it is. Christmas is going to suck because chances are I'm not going to be able to spend Christmas Day with her. I'm going to therefore spend it on here with you guys. I'm going to have a laugh. So every day next month, as far as I can, there will be streams. Yes, Wednesday next week there is not a stream, and Friday next week there is a stream. But after that, every day there will be some form of stream, whether that's me just sitting here with you guys and we just talk for a couple of hours. That is December. I will try and be on every single day that I physically can be because December can suck. You're on your own, it can suck. Don't be on your own. Come join us. Come have a laugh. If you are wanting to talk, like I said, my DMs are open. Mike will probably say the same. If you need to talk, his DMs are open. The only thing is, remember, the AI Aussie bot works on Aussie time, that fake
Yeah.
time of day. He might be like powered down for the evening.
I'm the
just to
night
pre-warn you
shift.
guys. Yeah. So yeah, it's one of those. Like, come have a laugh with us, have a joke with us, enjoy. And that's the most important bit. Enjoy. So yeah. Right. Other than that, guys,
Yep.
we have this. I'm going to pull it up quickly. For those that don't know, I love Cthulhu. We have a Cthulhu calendar for ornaments.
What is it?
Next Tuesday, I will get a mini tree.
It's reversed.
It's
Hang on.
mini Christmas ornaments. Mini Christmas ornament
Okay,
for
that's cool.
Cthulhu. And we'll get a mini tree, and I will set up a camera that can look at the mini tree, and we'll put one piece on once I have got the mini tree, but we'll open it every day on stream and have a laugh together. They are very cartoony. We'll get a mini tree and get all set up for that.
Awesome.
So, yeah, we're having fun with it. For those that need a smile, those that need a laugh, come and join. But even if we're only on for 2 hours, it might be we're playing a different game. We can still talk about SWGoH. We can talk about Star Wars. We can talk about whatever game we're playing. Tuesday night, we're playing Helldivers because new expansion means we go back to diving.
Okay.
So we might have Tass on with us. We'll definitely be having Clark on with us, as usual. There are people that are going to be wanting to jump in with us. It's going to be chaos. It's going to be mayhem. Just enjoy it. It's going to be fun December. We're just here to have fun. Right.
Cool.
Mike,
I don't know what you want me to say.
are you here next week?
I didn't do
Are
anything.
you here next week?
Yeah,
I hope
am
you
here
are.
next. Hang on. Yeah, no, I am next week. Yeah, but I do go away the 20th to the 29th, so that might be because that'll be like midnight. It'll be 1 o'clock in the morning. Starts when because I'm going down to going to a different state, which does daylight savings. Wait, actually, it might be. No, it will be 1 o'clock start. So yeah, you guys will be on your own for those 2 weeks. But I'll.
Yep.
Yeah. You got no chance of getting me
I'll
up.
try and have my I'll
That's a
try
few
and have
weeks.
my setup finished before then.
It
Oh
and
God.
that'll be the week before Christmas and like the day after Boxing Day.
The week
So,
between Christmas.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if we don't have an episode, it is what it is.
I think the one between Christmas and New Year, there's nothing coming out that week.
Yeah.
I think the one before Christmas week, we have a release, I think.
Okay.
Double check it now.
All right. Well, that's all right. If it is
December.
what it is, whatever. We got a few weeks to figure that one out.
Oh. So the Yoda Chewy comes out on the 16th. There's nothing on the 23rd. So we'll probably have the week before Christmas off so that me and Berm can have a proper little bit of a run up to Christmas and Mike can do his little gallivants. The one on the 27th, even if it's just me, we will go through the Asajj kit. I do not mind. We'll do whatever we need to do.
Yeah.
If there isn't anybody available for that one, I will put out to the community for a couple of people as well.
Yeah, cool.
We'll see what we can do.
Yep.
So yeah. Other than that, guys, it is always a fun pleasure. Even if we're busy as hell, this is actually a fun time. We get to read what you guys are saying in the community. We get to plan stupid shit. Mike knows what my plans are for the stream setup at the moment. She's kind of laughing at, and I'm laughing at because it's stupid how much work I've got to do. And yeah, we just have fun, guys.
Yep.
So hopefully next week we will be covering some other bits, cover any news that pops up. It will be the start of December. Will we have a kit to cover? No. So we could cover Yoda Chewy next week.
Oh, yeah.
Could cover Yoda Chewy next week. And then we can get onto Asajj early so that you at least can be part of that conversation.
Cool.
Yeah,
Sounds
we'll
good.
do that. We'll try and cover Yoda Chewy next week and Asajj the week after.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because it's more fun when we're all here for kits.
Yeah.
Right.
Cool. All right. Well,
So-
thank you everybody for coming along.
Let's raid.
Yep. And we will see you next week. And yeah, drop in any questions, podcast questions. Basically we just want to see how Jabba the bot responds, basically. So give us that little bit of entertainment for the week. So yeah. Have a good one, guys, and we'll see you then.
Yep. It doesn't have to be sensible questions. It can be what's your favorite flavor of Marmite on toast or Vegemite? Ask anything. Have a laugh.
All right. Have you got anybody you
soon,
want to
guys.
raid to particular? Firehawks is one viewer, so maybe we go across to him.
Yeah, Firehawk. He has appeared in chats. He appears in Berm's chat enough. Let's go there. Cause some mischief, cause some mayhem, guys, and we'll see
Raid
you
is
all next week.
going.
It's gonna be fun. So see you then. Again. You bones.
Fuck you,
Fuck
bones.
you bones. That's the raid message. That's the raid message. Just fuck you bones.
All right, we have gone.